Hello and welcome to the next episode in the Cities Skylines Global Collaboration 2022. My name is Sully, I'm a Cities Skylines detailer and asset creator from Wales, and if you like what you see then please drop me a like and comment down below and subscribe to catch future videos. Now I just want to take a moment to say a big thank you to Paradox for the invite, for allowing me to get involved. Obviously I'm a very small creator so I couldn't be any more grateful. You know, it's been a long time since I've released anything on YouTube, so of course I wanted to do something a bit special. So getting into it, as you all know, we are building a water park in today's episode, and if you're kind of wondering how this was done, then these are a bunch of new assets I've created, which will be coming to the workshop soon, hopefully by next month. These assets being in water slides, lazy river, pool networks, along with like a load more. I think there's around 15 new assets total, so that should be pretty exciting. I was going to include a walkthrough of the assets in this episode, but I think we'll also have to save that for another day and kind of concentrate on the build for now. So just starting the build off with a service road and backstage areas, kind of loosely basing this off Volcano Bay Water Park in Florida. I noticed they had one alongside the highway. You know, I'm kind of trying to keep detailing pretty light at this stage. There's a lot more fun builds to come later on. Now, being a custom water park, we'll have a lot of Sims coming to visit, no doubt, so we'll need somewhere for them to park. So to solve this, I'm creating a custom multi-storey car park. It's a little finicky, but does look really great. So to start with, we're just putting in a road network, one-way roads and functional car parking spaces. You know, with this build, it is just the bottom floor, which is functional. So what I've been doing on screen in order to create this car park is just create the inner road network, just like you'd see in real life across the 3 floors. To create the 3rd floor, I actually duplicated the 2nd floor using Move It just to save a bit of time, just remembering to connect the floors together. And then simply add surface networks to each floor, just leaving a gap in the centre for the ramps. The upper 2 floors then are just using decal parking spaces, they're not functional. And then finally just detail it all up on the edges of the structure. I think I chose these railway siding networks by Revo, which work pretty well. So one of the reasons I chose to create a water park is this global collaboration is happening not long after the Plazas and Promenades DLC was released, and a water park is like totally pedestrian friendly, helps keep the city very walkable, and then we can use some of the new pedestrian roads in the DLC, which would be pretty cool. So I'm kind of thinking this will be a mixture of pedestrian zones and parks. So in this next area, I'm just starting off having a mess about with the node controller on the pedestrian roads, just to add a bit of interest to the paths. Thinking this area will be quite a relaxing, chilled out area with multiple pools, which I end up kind of giving a Japanese inspired theme to them. Here you will see me using some new assets of mine, the pool networks, so these function as keys in game. Unfortunately, they are only the sides, so we'll have to create bottoms of the pools using service networks and decals. So I'm using terrain flatteners to lower the ground inside the pools and the terraforming network to hold the ground in place around the pool. So to create the water park, I needed a way to add water in a very small space, which can't be done the standard way. So I had to create these invisible water sources. Technically this is a water drain pipe, but with HideIt we just turn off the water pollution visibility and we have controlled clean water spilling into our pools. I'll do a proper guide on these when released, but such a game changer. And then the pools also come with stairs as network segments designed to fit a 1 unit length. So Network Multi-Tool has a really useful function which can add nodes to a network. So I add 2 nodes 1 unit apart where I want the stairs, and then just replace the segment. I think at this point I was definitely ready to move on and get started on the lazy river. So in my head I kind of imagined like an Amazon theme, thought the lazy river could go through a canyon or underneath arches. So it's just drawing out the network, adding grey flames bound rocks, adding a bit of foliage and service networks. But the whole build's all starting to come together well now. You know, really happy with the way it's going at this stage, but of course, you know, we've got some crazy builds coming up. This is one of my favourite spots in the park. I'm starting to build a secret cave for the lazy river to pass through, which turns out to be pretty awesome. And then on to making the lazy river functional. And I'll explain this properly another day, but I've created invisible ferry stops, which you can then place on the lazy river. They do need road access though, which is pretty annoying, but I did manage to find a way to sneakily hide a road close enough. You'll also need a ferry depot to make it work, and there's a block services depot on the workshop to use. We wanna go, go. We wanna go, go. Right, finally getting the first water slide in. Now this is also my first time properly using them also, so very much learning as I go. And what you see me do when creating the water slide is bracing the node every 1 unit and then deleting them afterwards. It'll give me a lot of nodes to work with. This doesn't necessarily need to be done, but I do find it helps. And then once in place, I just edit the heights of the nodes into the shape of the slide. And to smooth off the curves, I'm just using node controller. Another new asset will be this industrial stairs prop pack, which is around 10 new assets in total to create all the custom stairs and walkways we need for the water slides. They come out grey and black automatically, but you can easily change them to any colour you like. Okay, to explain a little bit about the water slides, so there's 2 different versions, both a flatter version and one which is tunnels, and it has additional segments for left and right turns. Each also has their own entrance segment to place at the start of your slide, and then for each type there's 2 different colours. The slides are also technically train tracks, and to get the Sims travelling down the slides, I've created train vehicles which look like Sims. So yes, it is possible to have them functional, but honestly it's not super easy, and there's some steps to kind of trick the game into allowing trains to pass underwater. It's not super complicated, but I'll have to go through that process in another video, but the results are obviously awesome if you do. Okay, thanks for staying till the end of the video. Once again, thanks to Paradox for having me. Thanks to the other awesome creators who took part in the Global Collaboration 2022. So with the new assets, the water park collection, these will be coming to the workshop in around a month or so. Let me know in the comments if you're excited to use them. I'm interested to hear what you think. The best place to follow me at the moment is Twitter, Sully_Skylines. I'll be providing updates leading up to release. So thanks again for watching. I'm Sully. See you next time.